So I figured I would take today to just give an open dialogue. Well, hello, good morning, or good afternoon, good evening. Yeah, who knows? Like I said, I was gonna give today to be. I think my screen is a little wonky. So y'all give me a second. Let me wipe it off. So hold on. Okay, that looks better. Um, just to give a lot more open dialogue, I sent out an email a week or so ago, 2 weeks ago. And I'm not going to hold you. I was a little disappointed because I was asking for kind of what you guys wanted. And I didn't really get much feedback. So I figured let's try it a different way. Um, I may have gotten two comments. Who knows? But just to see what it is that you guys were looking for exactly as to what you needed. Now, I got it from the original list, but there's so much on there that I'm trying to condense them into different, smaller situations. I have two other videos up to post on, like two different tutorials, videos, whatever you like to call them, to post in the Substack coming up. I know some people are probably like a little disappointed in the content, but here is the thing. There is so much to say to try to explain. So I figured this would be something that I could use that for. So if anybody has any like questions, oddball questions, things that maybe I haven't even thought of, please speak your piece. So at least, everybody's able to understand, and you may have asked a question that no one else thought to ask. So that's kind of really what I wanted to use this for, was just sort of like a dumping ground so we could just all sort of ask those same questions or to get those out of the way. I know for a fact it is July, so tickets should be dropping here very shortly. If you saw, I snuck it into one of my posts at the very end of when I think that they will end up dropping the ticket, which I believe may be July 16th, 17th, 18th. I believe it's going to be like that little weekend stint because they usually do it on the weekend, if I'm not mistaken. So I think that's when that's going to be. So yeah, y'all don't have to be afraid. You can talk to me. I'm not. I'm really a nice person. I just look mean. So yeah. But other than that, I'm really excited. I can't wait to go. Um, I'm trying to figure out what the heck I'm gonna wear. I don't know what I'm gonna wear. I usually just wear jeans. The very first time I went there, wore a dress, and I think that was a very bad idea. Very bad idea. Have they left any hints? No. Okay. I think I know where it made me, and this is a big old think. And the only reason why I'm saying I think is because the information that I got, they weren't certain either, and they work for Sephora. It's a possibility, and I would say a big, humongous possibility, that it may be in Houston, if I'm not mistaken. Texas. I don't know where in Texas, but like, yes. Not as stressing you out, girl. Don't let it stress you out. Don't let it stress you out. What rumors are you hearing? Now I'm concerned because what are you hearing? Well, hello, Miss Denise. She's just patiently waiting for the. Me too. Me too. It's getting that time, and so I find myself clicking into that app a little more than normal. Even though I don't plan on buying anything, I need to see stuff because I got everything I need right now. I feel like I'm fully stocked with things that I need. I'm good. Um, Miami, Chicago, Dallas, Vegas, Los Angeles. Oh, that wow. Chicago though, I would love. I wouldn't want to go to Miami on my worst enemy. No Miami, please. Not even LA. Vegas, I can take. Dallas, if they do it in Dallas, that's the traffic is going to be a nightmare. The traffic is going to be a nightmare. Dallas is so bad. Um, she said, please, please. Chicago, I live in St. Louis. So Chicago is a 4-hour train ride away from me. Please put it in Chicago. Me and my little luggage would just hop on the little Amtrak and go on down there. Now she said, begging for Miami. Scarlett, I'm coming to stay with you. Because I'm scared of Miami. I've never been to Miami, but all the friendships will break up there. So I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Oh, thank you, Miss Denise. Now, I would love to meet y'all too. I just don't know what day I'm going on. And so everybody is correlating different days. So like she said, "Stay with me. I got an extra ask you. God bless you. Cause I'm bunking with you. Cause Miami, I'm not ready for them prices either on the hotels. I'm not ready for Miami. I'm not. It's probably gonna be beautiful, but then it'll force me to actually dress up. And I don't know if I feel like doing that, but when in Rome. I'm trying to see if I can meet people. I'm trying to see if maybe I can do a dinner. Uh, don't no matter the day that I'm there, maybe invite people out to dinner in like groups. Or do like a meeting spot. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that yet. So I'm trying to see what I can facilitate. So me and my sister, we're trying to figure that out now. She may not be able to go to Sephoria this year because she just bought a home. So like I'm gonna release her from that responsibility because she got bigger fish to fry. But yes, San Francisco, really? Now that's an interesting hope. Not bad, just interesting. 'Cause my understanding, San Fran is a bit of a hot zone right now, so I'm just like, "Ooh, not ooh, San Fran." But although I would like to get a piece of sourdough, I ain't gonna hold you. I would go to eat. I would go to eat. I would go to to eat, yeah. Fresh fresh fish? Ooh, fresh seafood? Yeah. A meet and greet. We shall see. I don't know. I don't know who's all gonna be interested in it. I know that's probably that's very hopeful on my part. I am a little nervous though, because I feel like I've gotten so much attention off of this Sephoria list. I am a little nervous to go in there. I am a little nervous to go in there now. Um, for one, you may not know me, but you may have seen me, and my hair color is a beacon. So this is the only time where I'm like, it is. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous. She said I could be a plus. Look, Pootie, do what you will. At this point, I just know it's going to be interesting, and I know this year in particular, not like the other years haven't been crazy, but I know that this year to get Sephoria tickets is going to be a bloodbath, mostly because nobody knew what was happening in Ulta. Mind you, I saw the email. I almost pressed to purchase a ticket for Ulta World. I was like, I got other things to do. Like I said in my last video, I had 3 trips that I took this year. Like they were all back to back to back to back to back. And I was like, I got stuff to do. I'm not even trying to focus on that. So I know it's going to be crazy. And she said, listen, we aren't all crazy. Look, Kimber, I'm telling you, it's not you, boo. It's me. It's not you. It's me. I believe so much in personal space and boundaries. It's very hard for me to like take all of that. I'm very weird about it. So it's me. It's not y'all. I promise you. I will end up sitting in a corner somewhere just trying to chill. How fast? I've seen VIP sell out in maybe 3 days. Maybe, and I'm being gracious. Maybe 3 days, 3, 4 days. That was just VIP. Some of the first year I went, they had 3 tiers. Last year I went, they had 2. Um, so I was just like, "Ooh, we shall see. We shall see what's gonna happen with that." Oh, it's my sister. Hi, Tony. Say hi to Chase, everybody. That's my sissy. Um, it it can sell out very quickly, which is a little nerve-wracking. And again, because of Ulta World now putting a new spotlight on this particular type of event, mm, I'm gonna probably be up at like midnight, 1 a.m. just waiting for the drop. I'm telling you now, it's gonna be a bloodbath. I hate that. I really, really hate that. Says longest tickets. So like, look, girl, I'm telling y'all gonna get the email. Say hit to your email. I'm sending that email out immediately. I've already got the post already drawn up. When, where, how, who, and what. All of it is drawn up. All I gotta do is enter it in and post. I'm sending it out immediately. I'm putting urgent, urgent. It's gonna look crazy. It's going to look absolutely nuts. So when I send that email, y'all need to be ready. Even still, just be ready, right? Because me telling you does nothing. You still need to be ready. Also, too, make sure that you have your notifications on for your Sephora app. Sometimes it pushes through, sometimes it doesn't, but just sort of stay active to it. So being Rouge and getting VIP, I have a good yes. So here's the thing: when you're VIP Rouge, VIP Rouge, yes, VIP Rouge, we get access to the tickets first. First, we are the first ones to get it. If you are Rouge, you get very first access to those tickets. I think I'm VIP Rouge until the end of next year. That sounds bad. Oh Lord, I just told on myself I spent a whole lot of money. I am VIP Rouge until like next year, if I'm not mistaken. So when you get those tickets, book your travel immediately. Me and Booking.com like this. Me and Booking.com like this because I already have my hotel travels booked for Ulta World next year. Okay. I plan on going to that one as well. And to be quite honest with you, I'm not sure if y'all would like to see this, but I wouldn't mind going to Sephoria in a different country. That's kind of on my bucket list. I'm not even going to hold you. It really is. Because Paris is having one. I think it's a few other places like Dubai has one, Paris has one, Australia has one. And I can't remember. I think there's another one, but I think that would be fun. Yeah, Rouge is the best. Yes, Pancake. Bruges is Milan, thank you. See, y'all know these things. I would love to do one of those. I think that would be so much fun. Make it a whole trip. Just going to it, but also being able to just experience the culture while you're there. I would love to do that. I that would make me so happy. I would love it if they did one in Japan. I would do that one in a heartbeat. Okay? Let's manifest that one really quickly. I would do that in a heartbeat. To eat all the ramen I could eat. That would be amazing. She said, "Sweet, I'm Rouge." Also, we in the same. Not you, Rouge, through 2026, just like me. See, I don't feel so bad now. See, I can just let down that wall of shame. It's cool. It's cool. But yeah, I know it's going to be extra crazy. And because everybody has gotten on the list and people just they want tickets. Have your credit card, have all your monies ready. Have all your monies ready. It's going to be a bloodbath. Like, I'm not even trying to say that to be funny. It's going to be a bloodbath, which I really kind of hate because I felt at first it was real incognito. We could just sort of tiptoe into that. If you knew, you knew. If you didn't, you didn't. And it wasn't one of those things that were hidden. It's just that people didn't do it. I don't know why. That was always very weird to me. I'm like, it tells you it's there. Like it when you come up, it's the first thing on the Sephora app. It's the very first thing. And then it also sends you an email to let you know that it is happening. So, like, I'm a little confused as to what's going on. Hello to the people just joining. Hello, hello. We're just doing a bit of a Sephoria chat just to see if you have any other like questions, just concern, whatever the case is. And we're just talking about how it's going to be an absolute bloodbath. Well, I'm talking about how it's going to be a bloodbath. No. No payment methods, baby. Cash and carry only. Like, that was it. They don't do and I couldn't see them doing it anyway. They may change it up this year. I never say never. They never say never. I never saw any Klarna, never saw any Afterpay, never saw anything. Nothing. Because I also don't think that guarantees that they get their money if the person doesn't pay. So I think that's kind of why they did it that way or why they've done it that way. Again, I don't know. It could always it could always change. Because I'm pretty sure they're seeing the demand for this. Like, the demand has gotten bigger times 10. So we shall see. I'm just gonna pay for mine up right. I'm not even gonna play with them. Please, just here, take it now. Don't look at me later. That's it. That's it. I'm not gonna deal with it. I don't want to. I don't want to. I know for a fact, if you're gonna go, like, make sure, okay, so this is gonna sound so stupid. Condition before you leave. And what I mean by that is you're gonna be doing a lot of walking, a lot of standing, a lot of waiting. Um, how you would condition, and it sounds crazy or kooky, how you would almost condition for Disney World if you've never been, because that's a buttload of walking, is the same way you condition for New York City, is the same way you condition for Vegas, because a lot of that is just walking, pure walking. You can be dehydrated, the whole nine yards. Please make sure that you are getting yourself well prepared for this type of event. There's going to be a whole lot of standing. There's going to be a whole lot of people. Anxiety is going to be high because everybody's trying to get the exact same thing, right? There's so much. See, I'm not crazy. I'm going to Disney World next year with my husband, and honey, I told him in January, hmm we going to start. Not that we're not now, but we're gonna start in January at the tip top. We're not going till October. We're starting at the tippity top of the year because I'm not gonna fall out in Disney World. We're just not gonna do it. But this almost feels like the same thing. And depending on how the space looks, there may be levels to this. Literally. Because the first one I went to was in New York City. There was the steps. Oh my God, the steps almost took me out. Not only did the steps almost take me out, now granted they did have elevators, but I left those more for people who had wheelchairs or disabilities, whatever the case was. I'm able-bodied. I'm just gonna walk down these stairs or walk up them, either one. But the stairs almost took me clean out because there was so many stairs, and it almost felt like a very industrial like place. So just trying to get up them with all that stuff. I said, you know what I'm probably gonna end up doing too is I'm gonna be weird and see if I can get me this is gonna sound really stupid, and I may do this, who knows? Uh you know those like covers that you put on your on what do you call them? Like on your seatbelt in your car, and they basically like cushion. I'm probably gonna get one of those for those bags. I'm probably gonna get one for those bags because that's a lot of stuff. I came out of that tunnel the first year in New York City, and my husband thought I had robbed the joint. He thought I robbed it. He was like, "What did you?" I said, "I don't know what you want me to say." Like, they were giving it to us, and that was also the year that it got flooded out. The first day got flooded out so bad. The subway systems were flooded. Like streets were flooded. I remember getting in like the day before. The actually no, the day of, we got there, and it took us an hour and a half to get to our hotel from the airport. And mind you, we were a 15-minute walk from the venue. We were a 15-minute walk from the venue, which is how close I stayed to the venue, which I always end up doing. I never stay too far from the venue. I try to get something right in the middle, something that's comfortable to me. I am slightly bougie when it comes to a hotel room too, so I don't do motels. I do a hotel. I really like a nice hotel. I will look for days on end to find a nice hotel. I'll cart them, switch them, move them. I do not care. So therefore, I can actually get a hotel that's going to make sense to me. But I do plan on getting one of those for that bag. That way I can just wrap it around there. I'm just gonna fold it up in my little my little clear Telfar and just stuff them in there. So when I get them bags, just wrap it all around. So when I'm leaving out or when I'm going upstairs, or if I have to do that, then it's gonna be easier on my shoulders. Cause honey, I've been left a few times with red whip marks up and down my shoulders because I'm lugging everything. But yeah, and then condense. Find a moment in the event where you can condense everything. That sounds crazy, but I promise you it works out really, really well. One bag, I don't think I have one in here, but Moroccan oil is there every year. Okay. And the way you know Moroccan oil is there because the bag is huge. The bag is ginormous, but it's got these thick straps on them. And they're round, but they're huge. I put everything into that bag because I know they're gonna be there every year. I have two of them. Because I've been the last 2 years. I've got two of them. I love those bags. It's my favorite bags. Okay. I take those bags everywhere. I condense early. So therefore, when I am leaving, I don't have to worry about where everything is. And then also too, like I take a phone strap for my phone. My phone has I have a phone strap that I use for my phone. So actually, this is one of them. So I have two of them. These are camera straps. Okay. My phone has a metal casing on it. And I actually have to screw it closed. It sounds so crazy, but I promise you, it has saved my phone more than once, and I can actually post it in my Amazon, a link in my Amazon one. But I use these camera straps that way I can clip them on, clip them off, and just keep it pushing. That way I don't lose my phone, or that way, like, nothing happens to it, but it's still readily available. I'm able to just drop it, keep it pushing. Just doing things that are gonna make your life easier in the midst of all this chaos, because it is chaos. Organized chaos, but chaos nonetheless. Anybody else have anything to add? I know this is a lot, so you'll have to excuse me. And trust me, it was a lot for me the very first time. I was like, oh, I learned so much. Don't do this and do this. Don't do this and do this. Also, too, depending on where you're going, don't wear a hard bottom shoe. I made that mistake last year. I'll never do it again because it was raining, and they were Margellas, and I was like, this was stupid. But I also didn't know it was gonna rain like it did. So it is what it is. She said, I can't wait either. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be intriguing. I'm excited to see also who's there, because there's a lot more brands that have sort of popped up. And one brand that I'm intrigued to see if they are gonna be there or not, and this is gonna sound very off the beaten path. Westman Artelier, since they finally decided to put them in most of the stores. Well, I don't know about y'all. They're probably already in New York City, but they've never been in St. Louis. So they just got here. I'm excited to see if they show up. Some brands have never shown up. So I'm just intrigued to see what new ones get added to the pot. What's your best advice for a first timer? Stop and breathe. It is overwhelming the first time. It is. It's very overwhelming. And please, 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 please pack your patience. Right in your pocket, pack your patience, because it is a lot. A lot of people there are super sweet. And I'm talking to people that work there. I'm talking to people waiting in lines. Make friends. Make friends. I made a friend from New York City, and we still talk now. We ended up seeing each other like 3 or 4 different times in several different lines while at New York. And we're still friends now. New York was 2, 3 years ago. So still cool now to this day. I see her in line. She sees me online, and we could do, meeting on it's really fun. It's a lot of fun. Pack your patience. Please pack your patience. And I wish that more people understood that it is a lot of people, is a whole lot of people. And if you have anxiety in really big groups, I don't know how you're going to feel about this in particular, because there may be some pushing, there may be some shoving. It's not like that. It's not a mosh pit by any means necessary, but it is a lot for a first timer. I was like, oh, crap. And normally I'm not that kind of person. I think the older I'm getting, the more I'm being like, okay, this is a lot. This is a bit. When I was younger, I was like, oh, let's do it. We're all in for it. But pack your patience. Pack your patience. Yeah, I wish more people pack their patience every day too. And I got to also remind myself to do the same. Because as I'm getting older, the more and more I am turning into that person who was like, get off my lawn. That's me. I'm morphing into it before my own very eyes. So I also have to remember to pack my patience. It is a different situation. It's an interesting situation. But it is a lot of fun. And I really believe the amount of a good time that you have at this event is basically what you bring to it. So what you bring to it is what you will get out of it as well. Being able to talk to these brands like face to face, even if it's not them necessarily, but every once in a while you actually meet a brand founder. So, Fable in Maine, I actually got to meet the brand founder while I was there. He was at his own booth, just, talking about his products. I was like, oh my God, I love them. And I told him in a very interesting way that I use his hair oil is actually in my bleach. So when I bleach my hair and color it, I put it in there to sort of dilute the stinging from the bleach and the activator. Like, that's one of the ways that I use it. It's like it's softer on my head, it's easier to use. So you're able to talk to these people and let them know, for one, how it's impacted your everyday life. And then they're able to take that and utilize it in other ways as well. So I just really think it's what you put into it is what you get out of it. Truly. And that sounds so cliche. It's the truth. It's truly the truth. But I think everybody will have a good time, especially for like new timers. It's very different. It's very interesting. Hello, 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 new people. It is very different. It's interesting. I enjoy it. Um, because as much as I'm like, get off my lawn, I'm also very sociable. I can turn mine on, turn it off though. So if y'all just so happen to see me at your session in Sephoria, you see me off in a corner, it's because I'm recharging. I'm recharging. So I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued. I can't wait. This is going to be interesting. I feel like they're really going to step their game up this year, mostly because Ulta Beauty came in and just shook the cage. Like Sephora has been doing this for so long, and I never knew about it, which is crazy to me. I never known anything about it before going two years ago. Never knew. Never knew anything. My first time going was 2023. I never knew anything about it. I didn't know they had one in LA. I didn't know they had one. I had never known anything about it. And so I'm just like, oh, they've been doing this so long. She said, I've been to Comic Con. Yeah, just about. Just about. Um, my only thing about like my husband wants to go. Oh, I want to take my husband to Comic Con. He's been wanting to go, but I also want to take him because I'm also a nerd. But that's a different story. I um I am a little nervous about this year in particular, only because I'm nervous about how many teens or tweens may be there. Because sometimes, how do I put this? Because I'm not pissed. I'm trying to, anger any mamas. I am a little nervous about teens or tweens being there. That's my only hesitation about this year because it has blown up like it has. Of, all of them being in there and all this other stuff. Like, I don't want their excitement to ruin anyone's good time, but I also don't want to ruin their good time either, because this may be a whole lot of people's very first time. So that's the only thing that's kind of got me like a little. I I feel like a vet at this point. Yeah. So I'm intrigued. I'm very very excited. I'm a little anxious because I'm trying to figure out when these tickets are going to drop. That is that's my big thing right now. When are these tickets going to drop? As I'm on Sephora right now, looking through. So I am intrigued to see what's going to happen. But I've been internet sleuthing too, just to see like drop dates and anything else, like any crumb of information that I can find. And make no mistake, y'all, with this list, I have reached out to Sephora several times, several different ways. I had an email with somebody at one point, but they stopped responding to me because I was trying to like ask about it. This is that. I couldn't get anything. And I was like, okay, y'all don't think this is real. So do they announce it? No, they do not announce the location where to get it all gets announced at the same time. That's the crazy part about it too. Nothing comes out before the tickets and everything comes out all at the same time. That's also what makes it a bit of a mad dash too. Not because Kimber, put the credit card away. Put it away. Now I'm gonna be an accountability partner. Put it away. Girl, you gonna pop up in an email. P.S. Kimber, put the credit card away. Put it away. You don't need nothing else. Put it away. And also too, like probably around like August, I just go cold turkey. I don't buy anything because I don't know what I'm gonna get. That's another thing. Don't buy anything. And was it August? Because it happens in September. Don't buy anything. Don't do nothing. Save all that money for wherever you're going. I will frame it. As you should. Don't put it down. Don't you buy nothing else. Okay? Hand it here. As a matter of fact, come on. Give me give me the credit card. because you don't need nothing else. Stop it. Um, I now see, I'm messing with you. I lost my train of thought. I don't buy anything right before Sephoria. Don't buy anything. I don't buy nothing. They don't see not her or hi to me because why would I do that? And I don't know what I'm gonna get. Also, too, I think it's always very intriguing that the gratis bags just get they're so well concealed, and you don't get them until the very end of the event. So you really don't know what you're going to get. And so what I like to can do is condense in two different bags. So one bag is the big bag that I've purchased at the for the very end, or the VIP bag, the what's either status I have purchased. I let that be its own thing because I want to know exactly what it is I got in there. Everything else that I got inside the event goes into another one. So I end up condensing them into two big, ginormous bags so I know what is what. So when I do go and whoever doesn't get to go, I can recap it from that angle. So at least you knew what was in the bag. So yeah, I was thinking about this year, just thinking about maybe buying both a regular and a VIP ticket just to see what's going on. Just thinking. And sissy, if you're in here, mind your business. Mind your business, ma'am. Because I know she's finna run and tell my husband. Mind your business. But yes. So just thinking, we'll see what tickets look like. Again, I don't know what they're gonna look like this year. Because last year they were like $400. Hmm. She said, if me and my friend get different tickets, will that change? What do you mean? Anything we can't do together. Yeah, so here's the thing. If you get okay, now I'm understanding what you're saying. So if she gets general and you get VIP, now y'all can still do things together. It's just that two things may change. One, her entry time. She's not getting in with you. So if you get VIP, you get in an hour before she does, which means you get an hour to just really soak in whatever is in that building at the very first, which is why I really like VIP because you can tell when the floodgates open. So when you first get in there, you get an hour, and whole hour, and baby, use that hour wisely. So when you first get, they will send you when you get your ticket and stuff, or when they drop they start dropping more information, they will tell you who is going to be there. Okay? Listen to me. This is really going to help. They're going to tell you who's going to be there. You're going to be able to see a map of how the whole entire event is laid out. And they lay it out to a T. So exactly where they say they're going to be, that's where them people going to be. Okay? Those people have paid for those specific spots. So if they're closer to the door, they paid more money. Because last year, baby, you to the people paid buku bucks. Because when you first walked in there, the first 100 people got a full size of the brand new cleanser that they had just launched. Okay? That's how that goes. From there, you're able to sort of pinpoint who it is that you want to see first. If there's someone very specific that you want to see, you hit those booths up first. For me, let me tell you how it's going to go. Danessa, Natasha Denona, if they're there again this year, not Kayali, oh God, Killian. I loved Killian. I love Killian. It's one of my favorites. Killian, who else is there? Innisfree was really good. Youth to the People, really good. Like those are some of the brands that I know for sure I'm going to go see, like right off rip. That's going to make sense to me. So that's what you would want to do, and then just flounder the rest of the time. When your friend gets in there an hour later, then y'all can link up and do whatever. And you can drag her to wherever you was at. So whether or not they give good gratis or good, whatever the case is, that's what you can do. From there, the second thing that's going to make it a little different is if you got a masterclass and she didn't, you get in the masterclass first. Masterclass seats at very first are made specifically for VIP people who have already paid for it. That gets wrapped up into your ticket. You get a seat first. She will get in later. And if you're lucky, or if she is lucky, she will probably get a seat. If not, it may be standing room only. So that is the difference, and it will change. Other than that, y'all be good. And I guess the third thing is that she may get a smaller gratis bag than you will. It won't cost as much. It won't be as much stuff. So that there is a few reasons as to why it is going to be a little different for you and your friend. Hopefully, y'all able to get the same thing, so maybe you can have the same shared experience, or maybe next year you guys flip flop. You're so welcome. But yes, those are some things that will be definitely be a little different. So I just hope that made sense to everybody. I know I just saw a bunch of folks come in. So hello, how are we doing? Yeah, we're just talking about like pros and cons. A good pro about VIPs. I know a lot of people are like, it's just gonna be expensive. It probably will be. Last year was 400 some odd dollars. Uh, I'm not proud, but it's okay. But I got $1,300 plus worth of stuff that I brought home. Actually, I think I got about $2,500 worth of stuff because they were giving out sometimes full sizes at the booths as well. So it is fully worth your money. I promise you. And I know a lot of people too were also asking about, will they be able to bring bags in? No. Ulta Beauty, they got slick with that one. That was that was a slick move. I'm not even gonna hold you. That was a slick move. Let me tell you something. If Sephora tell me I could bring a bag in to hold my stuff, y'all could be so mad at me because I'm bringing my Zuka. I'm bringing my MAC Zuka. And if you don't know what a Zuka is, it's a makeup bag. I am a makeup artist. It's a makeup bag. It's got rollers on it, honey. That sucker is indestructible. But it also doubles as a seat. It can hold us about 300 pounds. So while I could put stuff in it, I could just pop a squat anywhere. Whether it be in a line, anything, I could pop a squat. Y'all be so mad at me. Like, what the heck is you doing? I'm sitting down. So please don't tell me I can bring a bag into this event. But Ulta, oh, that was tea. On Ulta's part, that was tea. Big tea. Because the way people are like, well, can I put? No, Pookie. That's why they give you bags. That's why they give you bags. I'm very intrigued to see what rules they switch up this year, mostly because Ulta just sort of just ransacked the joint. I can't wait. It's going to be so intriguing. Either that, they may just stay stiff to their situations, and they may cause some people not to go ahead and do it. Who knows? Who knows? But don't let them folks tell us that they can bring a suitcase in there. Don't let them tell us. I will be so intrigued. But does anybody else? Because I heard anybody else have any ideas as to where they might put it this year? Chicago has already been on the board. Miami, Los Angeles, Vegas. I have to scroll down and look. All of that. Like I'm just curious. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. At Ulta World, they offered boxes to send your stuff back. Sephora not doing that. They too bougie for that. They're not doing that. And again, this is why I'm saying like Ulta really shook shit up because they did that. They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. Also, too, they overloaded people to death. I was like, that might be too much. It might be too much. I saw people with full body bags, suitcases. I said, that is abhorrent. And here's the thing. I wonder if they are also going to switch it up next year because they may have thought that they may have overloaded people. I'm just curious. I'm going, but I'm very curious. Drop a location. I may or may not have got Rouge at it just to make sure. Elena Pookie, you will find no judgment here. You will find no judgment here. She was like, baby, let me tell you something. I'm trying to get to it quick, fast, in a hurry. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not. If anything, I find that so funny. She was like, baby, I worked too hard to miss this. I worked too hard. My hat's off to you. My hat's off to you. But yeah, I wish Sephora would get hip to that. If they had a thing that would help us send it back, yeah. Yeah. You know what was interesting to me too when people were telling me that Ulta was like letting people send their stuff back? I really thought I was like, that's a Disney move. That's a Disney move because Disney does that mess. I was like, that was tea. Very much tea. I'm nervous that all the room. Look, you going up against me. And I'm not sure if even I'll be able to get in there and get one. It again, this is as I was saying earlier, this is going to be a bloodbath. It really is. I have never gone into war quite like this. This is going to be intriguing as hell because what is going to happen? Everyone now needs to know what's going on. But here's what I need for Sephora to get hip to: stop putting this event in coastal places where there's hurricane season and there's inclement weather and y'all ain't watching the weather app. Not that the weather app is working right now, but that's a whole different day, the whole different situation. We ain't gonna get into that. Okay. Put it somewhere, I would say in the Midwest. I'm gonna hold you. Put it in the Midwest. Like it's easier, it's just rain, or it's just what like make it somewhere easy, right? It's a little cheaper. Chicago would be perfect. Truly. Now I'm sure 6,000. You're being generous. That's probably there's probably way more. Come to Phoenix. Oh, that would be fun. Only Phoenix, child, please. Phoenix is so oh Lord, that's so far. Not even that it's far. Phoenix, Phoenix gives me the same vibes that Mississippi does. It takes 30 to 45 minutes to get anywhere. If 30 to 45 minutes to get anywhere. And I'm not mad at that, but good Lord, there's so much open space. It's cute, but it's open space. And that would be, I can see where that could be ideal to you. But I actually really do love Phoenix. I've been to Phoenix a few times. I've been to, what's the area, that one area that everybody looks to go to? Oh God. It's like that bougie part of Phoenix. I can't think of it all of a sudden. I was like, I've been to Phoenix, so I loved it. I love Phoenix. The vintage shopping there is tea. Like resale shopping, tea. So good. So good. So yes, I would totally make a trip out of that. Just to go to my sister's closet. So Scottsdale, thank you. My sister's closet in Scottsdale, Kimber, just go. You like a good little shop? Go. I love that place. I have bought stuff online. I bought stuff in store. Go. I know we way off topic, but my bad. Yes, Scottsdale. If they had it in Scottsdale, that would bring so much money to that city. Like, not even being funny, especially with all the hotels and everything around it. Yeah. And that's dry heat, not butt swamp, New Orleans heat, or like Mississippi heat. Like, it's just dry. I would love it. My allergies would probably act up, but I would love it. I would. Snotsdale? I just got hip to what you just said. Not Snotsdale. Now I'm gonna call it that. I'm not gonna call it anything but that. Just how my husband gets mad at me because I call Schweppes shoe with PPs because of that man on TikTok. Look it up. Just look it up. I can't let it go. I can't let it go. My vote is also Chicago. Cause me coming from St. Louis to Chicago is a 4-hour little train ride, $50. It may be 75 round trip. That's how close I am and how cheap it is. Because I would immediately book my ticket. Immediately. And this year Sephora should drop the location in it. Like, yeah, yes, 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 yes. So you know what I did when they said that? I said, whoop, me and Booking.com. We like this. Genius points, thank you. Thank you. Because when I went to New York or I went to Chicago some months ago, because I went to go see Cowboy Carter, I used my Booking.com for that. Got points, got money off. Then used it again for New York City. Got points, got money off. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Yes to Shua PPs. Isn't it funny? I like Shua PPs. I think Shua PPs is cute. I think it's funny. And I think it's genuinely he didn't know how to pronounce it, but who am I? But yeah, they should definitely do a see you next year. A see you next year? Baby, that city would be like, oh shoot. But also too, I think it's logistics. I think once they get done, they don't necessarily know where it's going to be. I think that's really what it is. I think half of the battle is finding a place with like, the health code violations, all this other stuff, like making sure all of that is intact before they could actually move on to a place. So I really feel like that's what it is. I don't think it has anything to do with us trying to figure it out. I think it's mostly logistics. That's just me. And that's kind of like a back of the house view versus it being like, oh, well, you should just yeah. Now, if they turned around and did that mess in New Orleans and or in Orlando this year, Sephoria, oh my God, that'd be the pettiest mess I'd ever seen. That would be the pettiest mess I ever seen. I'm gonna clock it right here. If they decide to do Sephoria in Orlando this year, that will be the most ignorant mess. The most ignorant mess. Because y'all had months to see that's where this was gonna be. Y'all had since April. Was it April? March, April? To know where it was going. That would be ignorant. That would be ignorant. I'm here for it, but that would be ignorant. So we shall see what goes on. I am intrigued. Again, I have tried every little notion I could, every little backdoor I could find to try to get a hold of somebody so they would tell me what is going on so I could give it to y'all. I'm telling you, I've tried. God have mercy. You can see the email threads. It's so bad. I look like a beggar on the side of a highway. I really do. Because I'm like, can I just get a crumb of information? Just a something. And I know I've had some people like they have unsubscribed, which is perfectly fine. And because they didn't like the content or they didn't set the third. And I think it is what it is at this point. If this wasn't what you wanted, okay, that's fine. I know I'm not for everybody, and I know everything that I do is not for everybody, and it is what it is. So that's what that is. But hopefully I can try to pull what I think is important. So I like to definitely make that clear. What I am sending you guys or what I am showing you guys is the things that I believe are going to be important and that might actually help you in whatever this journey is going to be. Whether you're going to Sephoria, whether you're going to Ulta Beauty World next year, whether you're going to any other type of makeup event, just to give you some preparation before you get there. I love you, Pookie. I don't think they're going to do Atlanta again. I don't think they're going to do Atlanta again. I really, really don't. I can't see them doing a repeat. They haven't yet, which is the only reason why I'm saying it probably won't happen. That's it. I don't think so. That would be nice, but no. Also, too, the hotel I stayed in when I was in Atlanta was gorgeous. Gorgeous. I would definitely go back there again. And it was right next to some little like shopping pavilion, which was amazing. And I need to go back. So I told my husband we got to stay back at that hotel. That way we can go to the little shopping pavilion. That was like when I say like not even half a mile. It was 5 minutes away from that hotel. I was able to eat, do some shopping, the whole nine. So it was great. Top 3 guesses. Oh, Chicago, Texas. I'm going to say Las Vegas. Chicago, Texas, Vegas. And God, I hope not Texas. And again, the only reason why I'm saying I hope not Texas is because it is so congested. Love Texas, but golly, that traffic is bonkers. I thought New York City was bad. Texas is worse. I would be nervous. Why would you be nervous? Have you ever traveled alone before? Don't be nervous, Pookie. They see fear in your eyes. Mad dog 'em. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But like I don't want anybody to be nervous. Don't be nervous flying alone. Oh, oh, baby. You'll be fine. I promise. Okay, so here's what you do. This is going to sound so crazy. Do I have them in here? Hold on. Give me 1 second. This is going to be a very weird thing, but hold on. Okay. Do you own carabiners? That's a very weird question. Do you own carabiners? The reason why I asked you, do you own carabiners, is because they are used as a weapon. You can use them as a weapon. So if you ever just want to defend yourself, carabiners are a weird way to get around the no weapon rule. They're not necessarily brass knuckles, but they do get the job done. Okay? I went to New York City. She said, no, it's okay. Hold on. You don't have to have these in particular because I already own them. I figured it would be a good idea. When I went to New York City, I stayed in the Bronx. Okay. Bronx, baby. I had to walk to the subway, which was also my first time taking the subway, and I was really excited, but I loved it. Anyway, but I was walking 90% of the time while I was there. So I was on 187th. I had to get to the city. Okay. I had to get all the way towards Manhattan, whatever the case was, right? So I'm always taking the subway. I'm always walking everywhere, whatever the case is. I have several carabiners that I clip to my bags and my luggage. So as you saw my bag balloon to the moon, I take carabiners with me, not only to lock up my things, but also as protection. I have these carabiners from Coach. Okay. And as you can tell, they have their design. This is a unicorn. This is their Rexy. These are very old. These are very old. These are almost 8 years old. Okay. They still look good, but these are almost 8 years old. I was able to use these as a weapon if needed. So in other words, I just take my fingers like this, and I had dresses like the one day that I knew I was definitely going way out of my comfort zone. I took this with me, and my dress was actually longer than my hands, which proved to be a very interesting situation. So I was able to just sort of wrap my fingers around them and be okay, because I knew if I was swinging on you, I was using every ounce of force that I had. So I'm able to use these. Even the carabiners they're just regularly, you're able to use them almost as brass knuckles. Carabiners are your friend. It's the most unsuspecting weapon out there. Also, TSA doesn't flag you because it's a carabiner. What you gonna do? You hold your water bottle to it. Take that as you will. I've got other ones, but you got to be in the car for them. And one that you could also take with you is a lock and a sock. Okay, this is gonna sound so strange. I'm showing my blackness so bad. My mama used to give me a lock and a sock. So like a old school like combination lock, or even just a regular lock, like the big locksmith lock. Put it in a long sock, like a gym sock. Wrap that sucker around your hands. Wink. Why am I giving y'all fighting tips? Oh my God, this is so bad. But yes, try those. I'm gonna stop. You can protect yourself in the craziest of ways. You just have to get creative. But I don't want you to be afraid to sort of travel. You need to do that. That's something you're going to need to do. Okay. And I don't know how old you are, and you don't have to tell me, but I want you to be comfortable understanding where it is that you live and where it is that you can go. You're going to be afraid every time. I get scared every single time I get onto a plane. I'm like, Lord, child, I don't know where I'm going, but we're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out. And that's what I do. I just pay attention. I keep my head on the swivel, and I give my location. So to friends of mine. So one of my friends, he has an iPhone. My location is always on. It's always on. My husband has an Android. I have an iPhone. So we have Life 360. He knows where I'm going. It will bing, bing. It'll update him to let him know what's happening. So as long as you can also do that as well. Give your location to people you trust, and you trust to roll for you if something happens. And I think you'll be just fine. I think you'll be just fine. Oh, thank you guys. Y'all, thank you. Thank you. So I don't know how we logged onto defense class, but here we are. Here we are. Okay. These are just slight tips to like help you in your travels to get to where you're going, even if you are coming to Sephoria, because I just want everybody to be safe. I would love to see everyone's beautiful face. I know that's probably not going to happen. It may have, who knows? Who knows? But I just want you to be safe getting there. And I don't want you to feel like because you're nervous about doing it, that it may not be a good idea. Please don't let anything as small as fear stop you from doing the shit you want to do. Don't. Don't let that be what rules you. You're gonna have a great time. No matter what tickets you purchase, no matter what you're going to have a great time. You're going to have a great time. It's gonna be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Oh, thank you, Miss Denise. I'm special. As for Lyft Uber drivers who well. Oh yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Also too, Kimber, to add to that, if you are in a Lyft or Uber driver by yourself, If they ask where you're going or what you're doing, always tell them that you're meeting up with friends. You're meeting up with your husband. You're meeting up with your boyfriend. You're meeting up with whatever. Say that. Always. Say you're meeting up with somebody. You're heading to somebody. You're going to see somebody. Somebody knows where you are. If you don't do nothing but get in the car and call your friend, be like, hey, I'm on my way. That alerts whoever's driving, especially if it's a man, that you are going to meet somebody. They don't know who is going to be there. They don't know if they're coming to the car or not. They don't know what's happening. But give the illusion that there is someone there. People are less likely to try to snatch you if they believe that you're going somewhere alone. Okay? Don't give out room numbers. Here's another tip too. When you get to your hotel, if this is your first time doing anything like this, if you get to your hotel, ask them, can you please not say my room number? Can you just write it down for me so that I know? They should already know not to do that. That is a very dangerous thing because you don't know who's listening, you don't know who's watching, you don't know what's happening, right? Ask them to do that. When you get into your room, there's always going to be a little tag on for your door that's like, do not disturb. Hang it up immediately. That way, you know, the cleaning people know not to come near your room. And if you need to, when you're in your room, lock your luggage. They may say that may seem a little like extra, but if that makes you feel comfortable, lock your luggage. If the whole luggage go missing, somebody gotta get fired. So do small things to sort of calm your nerves, and I think you'll be okay. I really do. I think you'll be okay. So, Ms. Elena, don't be scared. Don't be nervous. I think you'll enjoy yourself so much. And again, yes, Kimber, ask for tips. Ask for the area. Look up your area too. Okay, for instance, if you've never been to Orlando, let's just act oblivious for a second. If you've never been to Orlando, you're like, well, what's here? What makes the city so great? Like, why would they even pick this area? Ask your Uber drivers, like, where do you live? Or what things like that. Understand where you're going or the area that you're in. And some will offer it up freely. So you'd be surprised. But yes, they're all good questions. I don't want you to be scared and I don't want you to be nervous. I know it's going to be a lot. I know it's going to be a lot. It usually is a lot. It really, really is. Especially going somewhere new and you're a little nervous about, going to it and you don't know where it is or what's happening and you're just trusting blind faith of whatever you're going to go see. So I get it. I get it. And I was like, if I was going to do a meetup, it'd probably be in the same area as Sephoria. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens with that. But yes, Lord. Anybody else have anything? West Coast would be too much. I'm almost at the edge of the East Coast. Oh, yeah. You know, here's the thing too. If you don't mind taking a little journey, try a train. Some buses do it too, although let me be a whole lot longer. But try a train. I love train rides. They're actually very calming. And I love the Amtrak one. That's my favorite one. I'm just be biased here, mostly because they have Wi-Fi. There's a food cart. You can almost practically bring as much luggage as you want. Yeah, it can be a real big luggage too. You can bring your bike. You can bring wherever. Like love Amtrak. Love it. When I go to Chicago, when I go to Kansas City, I love Amtrak. I talk about it all the time. And if you catch the tickets early enough, honey, they are cheap, cheap. But that also gives you a way to sort of sightsee. So you can see all these different places all in the same trip. All in the same trip. Okay, so yeah, love it. You hear the commenters. Yeah, love Nola. Love Nola. I miss Nola. Side note, Juliet, I did Nola a few years ago for a friend's birthday, and I had beignets for the very first time, and I was wearing all black and had a piece of powdered sugar laid on me. I am God's favorite, just so you know. I am God's favorite. Oh, Chicago Sonola. How long was that? How long was that ride? Was that a day? Oh, I don't know. Thank you. Not a piece. Not a piece. That's also too because here in St. Louis, 18 you're at stop from cussing. 18 hours. Whew. Okay. A day. Okay. Okie dokie. You had a sleep car too, right? Yeah, because I wouldn't want to deal with the traffic in NOLA. I ain't even go not from Chicago to no, nope, 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 nope. And yes, y'all, I here in St. Louis we have a coffee cake called gooey butter cake, and I make it quite often. I used to make it a lot more in my youth, but I make it quite mostly upon demand is usually when I make it now. Um, and it involves a lot of powdered sugar on top, and that's how I I learned how to not breathe and inhale at the same time. It's very weird talent. Very weird. I did not know that they went to NOLA from Chicago. Huh. Cause see, I can go from here to Chicago and then Chicago to let me find out. Now see, you done might have did something. You done might have did something. I know those words don't go together. I don't care. Yeah. That don't sound like a bad idea at all, actually. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'll have to try that. But yes, I don't need no more major deals from Sephora. Leave me alone. You done ran my pockets enough. And I do mean enough. Just to give you guys a heads up too, I do have a packing video coming up. I have two more packing videos coming up. So if you saw my Baboon to the Moon one, I talked about my oh shit bag. That is also going to be coming up as well. And then I have one for my makeup bag as well. And this is the one that I'm taking. It looks a little crazy right now, but this is the one that I'm taking. This is all the makeup I'm taking will be to Sephora. For it. This is it. This little this is it. Y'all, I've done so good. That's it. It would be where are you, Elena? You said you're on the edge of the East Coast. Where did you just go to Southwest and look up the I'm jelly. Actually, hold on. How much would it be? Cause see now I'm curious. The track is called the City of New Orleans. Okay. Thank you, Juliet. Thank you. Now see, let me look. I'm in Tennessee. Oh, I love Tennessee. I love Tennessee. I'm gonna sound like a tourist so bad, but I loved Dolly World. I loved Dolly World. I sound like a tourist so bad. Round trip STL to Las Vegas. Yeah, because the last time I went, I think Texas, I was in Dallas. So I went to Love Field, if I'm not mistaken. What's today? Let's do to 3. Dollywood. Girl, leave me alone. Leave me alone. So some Dollywood. 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 I'm country. I'm dumb. Okay. Dollywood. Yes, ma'am. I hear you. I hear you. You ain't got to yell at me. I hear you. Ooh, that's expensive. To Las Vegas? Hmm. Hell, I may take the train. And two, I'm ignorant because I only want to do straight shots. I don't like stopping off and no, no. My luggage might get picked up. Now, granted, my luggage is bright green and they might get it. They don't want it, but I don't care. Oh, also too, another safety tip. If you have an iPhone or if you have like those tile tablet thingies, use them. Put them in your luggage. All that other kind of stuff. I was a nervous wreck about going to Sephoria until I started putting like luggage tags in. Love it. I did it in New York City. Loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. I said, "I'll never not travel with that one again." And it stays in my luggage, like, it doesn't move out of there. I'm never taking it out. Yeah, them tickets expensive. No. Actually, hold on, let me see about September. Hold on, wait a minute, because I did it for, like, this month. Let's see, August, September. I wanna do, like, 8th to, like, the just let's see. Oh, okay, that's better. That's better. Because right now it's expensive. So I did it for, like, went ahead and looked up the trips for here to Las Vegas for September. So yes, I did Chicago to Vegas September 12th, and it was 187. Oh, you made a lick. Girl, you caught a lick. How did you do that? I ain't gonna hold you. They do have a ticket for $99. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Next flight. They have one for like $200. That's $196. Here, I'm drop them tickets so I can go ahead and book me a flight. So I can book me a flight. Yes. This is not bad. Child, please. That'll be the first thing I do is book a flight. I'll book the flight before I book the hotel. I truly. And then also too, another tip, try to get your hotel as closest to the venue as humanly possible. The moment I get the address for that hotel, I I will literally put the hotel address in booking.com and give me everything or the event address in booking.com and book everything around it. And if I have to, I'll book several ones and then just cancel the ones. I'll read it out. I will book like just ridiculously and then cancel out the ones I don't need. That sounds like hoarding. I don't care. I'm trying to get the best price. I don't care. So if y'all was trying to get a hotel room and you couldn't get it, it was me. And I am not ashamed. I am not ashamed. It was me. Sorry, y'all. It was me. It was me. It was me. I'm not I'm not ashamed whatsoever. And this is being so weird about coming out. Uh-huh. This is not bad, actually. Okay. I'm voting for Vegas. I'm voting for Vegas. That would be a great. That would be so amazing, actually. Are there any brands you all are like really excited to see? Is there anywhere Sephora would be located you wouldn't travel to? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. You know what? Yes, I do. Washington. Not going. Not going. Not going. I'm not going. And I'm not going to explain that. I'm not going. And I'm not going to explain that. I'm not going to elaborate. You just going to figure that one out. Not going. No Washington for me. The closest I get to Washington is New York City. That's as close as I can get to it. I'm not going. I'm not going. Danessa and Natasha. Ooh, DC. Specifically, yes. Specifically, yes. You were being politically correct. I just ixnayed the whole place. Just left it all the way out. Nope, not surrounding the whole joint. No, no. But yes, Natasha Denona. Let me tell y'all the lick I made at Natasha Denona last year. Jesus. I made such a lick at Natasha Denona last year. I was like, oh, y'all will forever be on my list, babe. Top three in general. Danessa, Natasha, and it was one other one that I really, really enjoyed. Who was it? Sol de Janeiro. Those were really good too. Um, Natasha Denona last year, and it was so funny because I wore a very specific color. Hold on. And I knew what the color was. Oh my God. I am a huge Natasha Denona fan. I have so many of her palettes. But this color in particular just sets my little heart on fire. And it's this color called Gusty. It's probably so bad you probably can't even see it. But I love this color, and I was wearing like an orange, like a bright orange top, and this color looks so good with it, and you cannot see it on this. It sucks, but you can't see it the way that it looks. But it's a very orange, purpley blue shift, and it was gorgeous with what I was wearing. Like it just looked so good. And the guy was like, "Oh my God, your makeup is so pretty." I was like, "Thank you. I'm wearing Gusty from the tropics." And he was like, "Ah, are you now?" I said, "And are." And she was doing a spin the wheel to like see what you would get. That was the interaction. So every booth has like an interaction or interactive, should I say, interactive that you can kind of get on there and do. Well, Natasha Denona's, I ended up hitting the jackpot. Do you know that man turned around and gave me, who are these little ones? They're not these exactly, but I know he gave me two little ones. A lipstick, a liquid lipstick, lip liner, a whole other. I have a second of this palette. Hold on. This is my first one. I got another one that I won at that booth. Full size palette. I won so much at Natasha Denona. I said, you will have to take the jaws of life to pry me away from it every single time I come back here. Jaws of life. I love Natasha Denona bad. She really made sure to show up and show out last year. I don't know if she was there the year before. I can't even remember. But last year, it left a very lasting impression. And I had such a good time at that booth. Such a good time. So if y'all get there, y'all will find me and Natasha Denona first po- post haste. Okay. Post haste. I love the brand. I love it. It's so good. But they're just really generous. Like really generous. And I was very shocked by it. I'm not even gonna hold you. Because some brands like Danessa, love her down. And she's usually always at her booth. She's usually always at her booth, unless she has somewhere else that she actually like has to be. Danessa is always at her booth. You can always meet her. She's so sweet. And Danessa Myra's got body. Girl, auntie, auntie, girl got body. Jesus. Hello to all the people that just joined. Miami would be really cool. Again, I don't feel like dealing with not Miami prices or Miami traffic. I'm just not trying to deal with it. It just feels like spring break city, and I'm not here for it. Also, too, because it's September, I don't know what the weather looks like in that time frame. Miami would be great in the summer, but because September, like August, September is usually kind of like hurricane season, so to speak. I'm a little nervous about it being somewhere coastal. Just, because folks, this is the second year in a row. Last year was the second year in a row that folks have been drowned out of their day. Now, were they able to collect their bags? Some of them, yes. Some of them, no. Some people had really bad experiences getting either their money back or their gratis bag, especially from New York City. That one ranged so crazy in my mind. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. The effort that people were having to, like, the hoops that people were having to jump through to get their bag or get their money back. One girl, I think she got her bag and her money back. Baby, she bring them a new one, as she should, because you guys shut it down. But again, I think that also goes with time, like place, location, and whatever is happening, just how the world ends up working. I don't know. So, but yes. Any other brands that everybody is excited to sort of see? One brand that I do love though, that I really enjoy, and I wish they did more. I wish they were a lot more interactive at their booths. Um, Maison Margiela replica. I wish they were more interactive. They walk around in lab coats, which is cute, but like, eh. I love their scents. Love them. Oh yeah, Amika was really colorful. Every time I see it's really colorful. And they kind of good. I have the soul food mask. They gave it as gratis 1 year in the swag bag. And I use that soul food. That soul food mask is good. I had never really looked at Amika like that. I've known about Amika, and the only reason why I knew about it is because like their purple shampoo. Don't ask me. That's just how I knew. Okay. And their bottles are really colorful, really, really colorful, but I've never had a need to try it. So when I got like a hair mask, I was like, oh, okay, what harm can it do? I actually really like it. I really like it. And I'm thinking about repurchasing it. Another brand that I really enjoyed, I think my first time going, what is the name of that? Hold on, because I want to just make sure I'm politically correct. I think is, yes, Function of Beauty Pro. Really loved. Dyson was there last year, and they have a whole room. Now that one is interactive. So Dyson will do your hair there. Like some people, they were getting their hair blow dried. Some people were getting their hair like curled. So they really, 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 really want to like show you how to use their products. It's so stinking interactive. And I think because they have a brand new Dyson, like that handheld one that curves now, like the newer version, I think they're gonna have that there as well to like show you how to use it and to best like understand what you're doing with it. Because I feel like that air wrap, baby, woo, that tripped up a whole lot of people. But Dyson was there last year. They were. But yes, the first year I went there, I got introduced to Function of Beauty Pro. And I had no idea who this brand was. And I think that they were spanking brand new to Sephora, which was really interesting that they were able to even like scramble up enough time to actually be at Sephoria. So Function of Beauty Pro is really cool interactive brand, even like when you get home. So you're able to take like customize your conditioner. And what I mean by that is like, so for instance, I'm on the website, so I'm reading different ones. So you have a bond repair custom conditioner, mask for straight damaged hair, or one for wavy damaged hair, or for coily, or for just damaged hair in general. But what you're able to do is buy these concentrate mix-ins to like really customize it to what you need it for. It's per your conditioner, which I thought was really, really cool. You can't do it to your shampoo, but your conditioner works. So you're able to add in like a blonde hero, curls and defining gold, like concentrate mix-ins. And I was like, that is really cool. And at their booth, I ended up winning like full sizes of the shampoo and conditioner. But then when I got home, I just went ahead and bought the concentrates to mix into there to really adapt it to what I needed my hair for. So I got one for coily hair and then I got one for color. And it worked out beautifully. And I actually really enjoyed the brand. So that was one that I really, really enjoyed. And I don't think I saw them there last year. Maybe I missed it, but I doubt it. But that Function of Beauty Pro was really, really cool. And then because they were so new, it was really amazing. And they're all on sale right now on Sephora. Now that I'm looking at it. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. I see we got some new folks in here. Right now, I was asking everybody, like, what brands are you excited to see as far as Sephoria? Like, is there some brand in particular that you're wanting to take a look at? Any brands to avoid? Hmm, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. I will say one that I was a little disappointed in last year was actually Pharmacy Beauty. I don't know what happened. They just had basically a big tree of life and they were just talking to people. There was nothing happening because the year that I went, I actually got to meet Diabetes and Kimchi from Kimchi Beauty. They were there at the Function and Beauty Pro like booth. They were there. I got to meet both of them. Oh my God, it was so good. Like Kimchi is gorgeous in real life. And if you don't know who these people are, they're drag queens, but they're gorgeous. Gorgeous. Diabetes was so stinking like just majestic. I was, God, you're tall. Loved it. Loved every minute of it. And she actually is following me on Instagram, which is so funny. And she liked the necklace. So I usually wear like my A necklace. She loved them. I had my A and my L on. And she was like, I need that. What is that? I need that. So I told her where it was, but Kimchi Beauty was so nice. It's Kimchi from Kimchi Beauty is so nice as well. And I have a bunch of her products. And I was like, I love your powders. They're amazing. And she was like, thank you so much. Super, super sweet. But last year, crickets. Just nothing. I was like, what is y'all? Last year was so good. What happened? So it was a little lackluster. I don't know if it was maybe a last minute thing. Who knows? But I can't think of any brands to avoid necessarily because especially if it's your first time, why would you avoid anybody? But that's just me. That's just me. So yeah, I'm just like, ooh, but that was interesting. Another one that that I really enjoyed. Who else was kind of like a hidden hero? Um, oh, my favorite. If y'all don't do nothing else, and I do mean nothing else, please, 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 please stop by Chris Collins' booth. Chris Collins is a black perfumer. He is so good. The scents are so good. When I say they are so good, I sprayed one on one of my bags and I had, honey, it took 3 months for that smell to dissipate. And I mean, it's like a spritz or two. They're so good. And they're typically made for men, but they can be unisex depending on kind of like how you functionate it. They are so stinking, and he's so sweet. It's this big black bald man, and that sounds so bad, but he's so kind. And I met him my very first year. We had a really good talk, and this and the third. So I saw him again last year. He was like, "Hey, girl," I was like, "Hey, bud." We had such great rapport, and if you're able to talk to him long enough, he will remember you. He will remember you. I also got to meet the owner of Fleur. She was so stinking sweet. I got a picture with her. She was so, so sweet. I got to meet the owner of Brown Girl Jane. Amazing. All of like the perfume owners, amazing. Amazing. Talk to those people. Those are brand owners. I got to meet the brand owner of LYS. That was an amazing experience. I got blush from them. I got to meet the owner of Ami Collet. Like just it was a very interactive like side piece. That was outside of the main house where they were having Sephoria last year. And I just was able to just meet all these people that were so, so good and so, so nice and so, so kind. Please do not like sleep on those little brands. Little, and I say little just in size at the moment. Some people think they're little. They're not. I promise. Hold on, you gotta charge my phone. Because if I don't, I'm gonna lose you at the very end of the situation and I completely forgot to charge it. Finally. But yes, sorry, my phone talks, don't mind me. I I loved those. Loved. Ooh, who was this? Okie dokie. Um, Rare Beauty booth. Always interactive. Always. First time I went, very interactive. And then the second time, yeah, pretty good too. Not bad. Not bad. That's a good one as well. I always kind of forget about them. I'm not a big Rare Beauty person. That's just personally. How many blushes do I need? So I always kind of forget. I go buy it all the time, but I just sort of forget about them. And not because they don't do anything good, they don't do anything bad. I just sort of forget. It's just me. Don't mind me. Don't read anything into it. But if that's a brand you love, go for it. Always interactive, a really good time. They're really gonna talk to you. Another one that is always a showstopper, and when I say a showstopper, I do mean glitz, glam, and all the nines. Charlotte Tilbury. It is always hacked. That sucker stays them in Sol de Janeiro. Sol de Janeiro, Rare Beauty, and Charlotte Tilbury stay jam packed. Get in there as early as you can. As early as you can. Get your goodies then, and then leave it alone because it's gonna form a line. Last year, I know Danessa formed a line too, and her line was like wrapped around the backside of another booth. That's how bad it was. I love Bubble too, but Bubble's also not in Sephoria. It's not in Sephora. So they're only going to house Sephora brands. So now for that in particular, you're going to like Ulta Beauty World. But yeah, Charlotte Tilbury, the first year I went, I was like, wow, it's a show in here. You know who also does a really good booth? Fenty Beauty. They also do a really good booth. The very first time I went into theirs is really interactive. They always do a good booth. It's always a good booth. And they always are giving away full sizes. I love them for that. Case in point, here's one. I still use it. This was their body sauce, their luminizing body tint. Yep. Still have it. This is from the first Sephoria that I ever went to. I still use it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Starting at the back. Yes and no. Yes and no. I just try to just go in a circle. I just start at one point and just end up at the, especially if it is in a circle situation. So like kind of like it was last year. I just head to the right, just move my butt on through. And then whatever's in the middle, then I just do the same thing with. It really is going to depend on what ticket that you get. It is. If you get the early bird ticket, go to the brands you want to go to first, get those out of the way. And then from there, you can use that strategy if you want to. And a lot of times it takes people a little bit of a while to get to the back. So that may be a great starting point. But I also really think it's going to depend on the layout. Like, beautiful question, actually. Great. But I think it's going to depend on the layout. Unfortunately. I hate that. But that's where we are. So yeah, we'll figure it out. I'm also gonna do a video. So when it does that, I'm gonna do a video too of like where I'm starting from. Oh, girl, I'm getting VIP. What you mean? I'm not playing with that general admission. I'm going straight for big leagues. Here's the thing: once you get a taste of VIP, you never go back. Once I ever get my very first class flight, oh, you will never catch me anywhere else but. Once you get a taste of VIP, you're not going back. At all. And that sounds, I don't care how that sounds. It may sound snotty, it may sound bougie. Trust me, you're never going to go back because the experience is so much, it's so different. I don't know how different it is per se, but it's different. What I will say though, is the very first time I went, I got VIP. The last two times I went, I had VIP. So the first time I went, I had VIP and I was noticing there was a difference. It was a big difference. And the reason why I say this is because where we were in New York City, there was a lower level and a top level. Well, to get upstairs, you get a specific wristband. And the lady, she said, what area are you? She's like, are you VIP or general? I said, VIP. She said, okay, you can go in. Now, if you were general, you had to wait in a line to let certain people come out of the top floor before you could go in. So that's how I knew, oh, there's a difference. Oh, there is a hierarchy. So depending on how it's set up, you may or may not get forfeited time to go in and do these things. And so you may end up missing your master class because you're trying to get to all of the booths. Do you know how, do you know if you can get VIP, if you're not a Rouge member, you can get a VIP ticket. Yes. Yes. Yes, you can. It's just that VIP Rouge will get access to all of those tickets first. We get first access. I think it's like a day or two. We get first access. Ooh, 24 hours, 48 hours, something like that. We get first access. So just hope and pray to God that they're still available when they are access to the general public. So that's the only thing about that in particular. But yes, you can definitely get VIP tickets, babe. Definitely. It's just that you just won't have first access to them. That's the only thing. And as we had somebody here earlier buying up stuff so they could be VIP room. I'm not gonna call you out by name, but that has happened. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's okay. I'm not judging. I'm just saying it's happened. I'm gonna do what this cup saying. Just sip. But yes, I want VIP. And I know the ticket probably gonna be expensive, but I'm gonna get my money's back. And what's even funnier is I tell my husband how much the ticket is, and he looks at me, he goes, that makes sense. He's like, you're gonna get all that money back anyway. You're gonna have all that product, you're not gonna need anything else. I was like, right. And whatever I don't end up using is always Christmas gifts. That's how I use it. If I know I'm not gonna use this, Christmas gifts. Christmas gifts. I have a bag over here. It's kind of low right now because I ain't got everything I've got now. Oh, I want it. And so usually, especially when I get done with Sephoria, I invite my girlfriends over. I make a ginormous charcuterie board, aka the coochie board. I have wine, I have juice. I let them come on over. Have at it, ladies, and just let them pick what they want. So that is my way of like contributing back to my friends and things like that. So I use them. I use it for like that for that as well. But yeah, whatever I don't end up using out of that big old bag, I give away. I give away. And my girlfriends, and usually I end up getting a whole bunch of like little bags. Like they end up giving you little bitty like makeup bags. I'm like, I'm not gonna use all of these little makeup bags. So whatever makeup bags I get that I know I'm not gonna use, I give them to them and then let them put all their stuff in there and they can take it home with them as a gift. By all means, it's your goodie bag. A coochie board. That's it. See, my husband will let me call it a coochie board, but he won't let me get away with shoe with peepees. I gotta pick my battles, I guess. I gotta pick my battle. So yeah, I'm really excited. I can't wait. Believe me, nobody is more anxious than me. Okay, because I gotta be the one to facilitate some of this information. I'm just trying to get it out. Y'all, bear with me. As I have said it on my because I know a lot of people find me from my TikTok, which is perfectly okay. I'm like, y'all, this has been a very interesting experience. I will say that. This has been a very interesting, eye-opening experience. I've actually had somebody comment and be like, I probably should delete this comment before I say anything about it. But we're here now. She was like, "Oh my God, share your list and we can go together and make content." Girl, is you cool? No. First of all, it's people's information. No, I'm not sharing nothing. I also don't know you. Okay. I'm heavy on I don't know you. So that was very interesting. And I've had people reach out to me, be like, I would love to help in this, that, and the third. And I know when I first was like, this is an undertaking. And I know I was like, I'm a little stressed out about this. I was a lot stressed out about that actually, because I didn't know how I was going to facilitate all of this information and all these people all at the same time. And I understand too, like some people don't want to pay for the subscription and this, that, and the third, which is fine. It is what it is. You just will find the information later on. Who knows? But I need everybody to know that like, behind the screens of some of this stuff, some of these people are like, if they're facilitating information to you, they're still humans. They still work. They still all these things. So if it seems like I'm a little bit distant, it's because I'm trying to get it all out at the same time and I'm trying to figure out how to facilitate in the best way. So I know some may be like, well, I don't like it. She's not, that's not it. It's not it. There's so much information. There's so many people asking for different things, and some of them are very specific, niche questions, especially on the questionnaire that I first give it. Because if you fill that out, you'll know what I'm talking about. But very specific niche things that they're asking for, which I would, again, love to facilitate, but I can't always. So like I have to give to the masses as much as I can that's actually going to make sense and that I feel as though is going to be the best information to give you. Yes, can I answer these questions? Of course. But with that being said, I'm wasting time asking singular questions when I can be giving out a group um questionnaire, so to speak, to letting you know most of the information that you're gonna actually need. So I know I had a lot of people like, well, what brands are this, that, and the third? And what brands? Well, can you show this video? And I'm like, I can do all of that, but leading up to this, I need to show you what you need to know, and then I can show you what's going to be fun. So once the tickets drop and we've got all that out, I'm gonna start giving you all this is why I can't wait to see you and this, that, and the all of that is going to come afterwards. But right now, I just want to make sure that I'm giving information that you're absolutely going to need to prepare to get yourself ready for all of this. After that, all the fun videos come after. They all come after. So that's kind of how I'm trying to facilitate this. So if some are a little like curious or frustrated because you feel like you're not being heard as far as like what you've asked for me to deliver, you also have to understand I'm also one person, right? But That is going to come after I make sure I get all of this important information out of the way, or at least that I feel is important, because you're all taking this from my particular point of view. So I also need that to make sure we all understand that this is coming from one particular point of view. And I'm trying to give you the best point of view I can and remember as much as I can and know as much as I can. So I hope that makes sense to everybody. And thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Oh, that's interesting. So yes. Do we have any other questions? No, honey, the location was not announced. If the location was announced, trust me, this would be a totally different conversation. Yes, ma'am. The Paris one, they have them in different places. The St. Louis, the not St. Louis, the USA one has not been announced. If you read into my post, you will know that I put about January 17th, 16th through the 18th is probably when they're going to do it in July. 16th may be it. It may be either be a Friday or a Saturday. I'm more banking on a Friday than a Saturday. Truly. I'm more banking for a Friday. So yeah. Other than that, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. It's going to be interesting though, because it is absolutely going to be crazy. Unfortunately. I'm also excited to see what other brands show up this year. As far as the actual owners, that will be really intriguing. I'm excited to see what master classes are available this year. I know Danessa's going to do one. I need Pat McGrath to do a master class so bad. Jesus. Oh, probably. I'm sorry, Pookie. I do think the Rouge members will sell it out first. I do think they will. I do. I just do. I do. Because the demand is going to be too big. And I'm hoping that they're going to release enough tickets. I hope that they're going to do a bigger space this year. I need them to at some degree, it's going to need to be a Superdome situation. That's the level that this I think is getting to. It needs to be a Superdome situation so that there's enough brands there. Just bring all the brands at this point. Bring them all. If this turns into a 4 or 5 hour situation, let it be, right? This is eventually going to turn into a Superdome situation because they're going to need the demand is going to be too big. That's what I believe this year is going to happen. It's going to be too big, especially with the way Ulta Beauty World went. They've never had competition like this before, ever. Another beauty spokesperson on this type of level has never had this type of competition before. Now, granted, there's IMATs, there's these other events that go on during the year, but those I think are more geared towards professionals. This is more for consumers, right? Just regular everyday consumers. And because Ulta Beauty World did what it did, and so many people were so upset because they weren't able to go, this has now shined a massive light on it. So I do feel like it's yeah, you should be good. Keyword should. I'm hoping I'm good. I'm hoping I'm good. I am also equally terrified because I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know. I don't know what time they're going to release it, but on the 16th, know and understand, my butt will be awake first thing in the morning. And I do mean 12 p.m., 1 p.m. I will be awake. I'll be up because I'm trying to make sure I get the ticket I want. But I definitely need one person in particular, which is good old Pat McGrath. Good old Patty. I'm Pat. I need her to go ahead and do a masterclass with us. That's the one person I need to go ahead and do a masterclass. I will forego going to Danessa's which I have done for the last 2 years because I'm loyal like that, I will forego going to the Ness's for Pat McGrath. And I know that sounds so crazy, but I adore Pat McGrath so much. And I remember purchasing the very first thing that she had ever released, which was like those kits. One, 001, 002, 003. I had the blue one. Oh my God. I was so intrigued. But yes, yeah, been there since the beginning. Been there since the beginning. So yeah, that's the one person I would love to do a master class. Other than that, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Should be interesting. So yes, these Beyonce concerts outfits are getting out of hand, ma'am. I ain't gonna hold you. This is a cute dress, but yes, yeah, I'm looking at everything but yes, I am excited. I'm intrigued, and I am hopeful that I'm able to get the ticket that I want. That's a ticket that I have to settle for. We shall see. Anybody have anything else they'd like to add before we close out the situation? I'm gonna close it out at 2 o'clock. It's gonna be hurting, girl. Look, strength conditioning. Start it now. Start lifting now. Again, I love that they do give us a swag bag at the very end, so we don't have to lug that around as well. Also, too, I think that cuts down on theft, so nobody can steal your bag. Shoot, if you weren't prepared for Ultra World, your arms was hurting too. I don't think it really is gonna matter, to be honest with you. So I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. Who knows? Nope. Once you leave because they cut the wristband off you. You got to stay your butt in there, babes. You cannot come to your car. Come back in. No, ma'am. Once you're in there, you're in there. Yeah. What was right? You were in there. Don't leave. Don't leave. You cannot come back in. And they will tell you that. You sure you want to go? They'll ask you. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes, ma'am. That's it. If you do a master class, it'll be an hour before Sephoria is over for whatever session you're in. So once you're done with your master class, it's time to go. And they basically like reflip it to refill and do all the things that they need to do. Also to give them a break, like let these people have a lunch, like things like that. So yeah. But yeah, once you leave, you cannot get back in. There is no getting back in. And I think a lot of people think that that's kind of crazy. Not really. I can't really remember the time. I can't remember the time, which is probably why I'm going to be stalking it today. It may have been like 8 a.m. first thing in the morning. I don't remember. I'm going to be honest with you because I always just sort of caught it. It was never one of those things where I actually looked at the time. I just caught it. So I don't know. I don't know. Because I'm going to make a post on here. I'm going to make a post on my Insta stories. I'm going to make a post on TikTok. It's live. Run, run, don't walk, run. So yeah. If I sound urgent, because I am. Because I've already got mine. Go get yours. So yeah, don't. I wish we could uh, dump it and come back in. Because if that was the case, I'd bring my husband every single time. Here, hold this. I'll be back. Leave him outside with a snack and the whole 9 yards. I would. I really would. Or just hand him off to him and then leave. I would, but you can't do that. You can't do that. I've seen some couples like the husband's like, I'm just here to hold the bags. Like I've seen that happen. The site will crash. Lord, don't let it do that. It's never crashed before. So it's never done it before. So let's just hope and pray that that is not the instance this time. I don't want that. I don't want no parts of that. I'm not even speaking that into existence. I'm not even going to speak that one into existence because Lord, please don't let it. That's gonna make me so upset. No, never Ticketmaster. Always their own website. Always. They never facilitated anywhere. Nope. Never facilitated anywhere other than their website. Ever. I've never seen it. No, I wouldn't want to get a ticket from SeatGeek anyway. Mm-mm. I've never seen it anywhere else. Mm-mm. That would be nice, but no. I feel like that would just be too much too, because I feel like it would. I feel like when they put it on their regular website, it dumbs down resellers and all those types of things, and it doesn't allow other people to actually get like it cuts down on the fraudulent tickets as well. Was it a long? No, it wasn't a super long form. Pretty quick, maybe 2-3 minutes. Not super crazy. Just have your credit card ready in your hands, or just know your number. That's it. It was pretty quick to pay. Wasn't super crazy. I know, like my MacBook, my credit card, like it'll already just pop up, so I can just click it and purchase it and get out there. I can just purchase it and get out of there. So that makes it super simple for me. But I know some people aren't, privy to that. And I would say, if anything, buy it on an actual computer versus your phone. I would say that. That's just my particular take, because I've always bought it on an actual like computer and never a phone. That way I can just take out all the glitches. No, it will not say from Sephora.com. It's going to be a completely different site altogether. Like they make a site. They open up this site every year specifically for this. Your card will not be saved. It is not going to be on Sephora.com. It's going to redirect you to a whole new page. So you're going to have to enter it in regardless, which is a good question. You have to enter it in regardless. Which kind of sucks, but and again, I think that just to cut down on like theft, things like that, to put it on a new site, so you have to enter it in. Hmm. What did the email look like? You know what? I don't remember. I don't really remember. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I was looking through my emails to see if I could find one. I couldn't find it for whatever reason. Actually, hold on. Let me see if I can find it. One moment. Hold, please. Because if I'm not mistaken, it's in my Yahoo email. Mm, let's see. Let's see something. I'm looking for it right now. What year was this? I think you're going to virtual Sephoria, and they've also had virtual Sephoria as well, which I think they need to do that again. Yeah, I found my ticket for Sephoria 2023, which is funny. It was at the Skylight at Essex Crossing. That's where it was on Delancey. So yeah, that was that one. But I know 2021 I did the virtual one. And tickets, the first year that I saw that they did it, which was in 2021, they said you signed up to receive Sephora emails, and we're letting you know in one secret, tickets drop at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. Set your alarm. That was from 2021. I'm looking at the email. Y'all don't believe me. I'm looking at the email right now. So that was from 2021. Now I'm trying to find the one from 2023. All I can find is my confirmation. What time was this? 11:42 p.m. or a.m. Yeah, they dropped early that morning. Because I says you're going to the House of Beauty in NYC this September. I purchased my ticket at 11:42 a.m. So probably around 9:10 a.m. 9 or 10 a.m. I'm assuming 8 at the earliest. See, look at y'all getting first step info. And then what looks like, hold on. Yeah. Okay. So it looks like in 2024, when I went last year, I bought my ticket at 10:48. Yeah. Yeah. I bought it that night. Oh my God, I did. I bought it at 11:47 p.m. July 17th. So I'm assuming that they are going to release on the 16th because I think I bought it a day later. I was unsure whether or not I was going to go. So I ended up buying it a day later. So I do think the drop date is actually the 16th. You're welcome. I think that's what it is. But hold on, let me cross reference. One moment. Open everything. House of Beauty confirmation. Now, here's the thing. When I said I'm going to House of Beauty, the Squad Up Sephoria ticket was in 2023. I don't know about the Squad Up ticket. What do you mean the Squad Up was Sephoria ticket was in 2023? I'm confused. Because I'm not sure what that means. At 12 p.m. Oh, well, there you go. I love how we're all like looking in our archives. The Ulta Beauty collection? No. I've already applied for it. No. I don't think I need it. I could. I probably will. I doubt it though. I applied for it this year, I think. This year or last year? I think it was last year. Squad Up's where your ticket was located. Mine's just in my regular email. That's the only reason why I didn't know anything about Squad Up. But thank you, ma'am. Appreciate you. But yeah, I don't think I'll be doing the collective. I don't know. It's just it feels like a lot of hoops. And I don't know if I feel like doing it. Just to be honest. We'll see how I feel when it comes back around. We'll see. I don't know. Also, too, that would take people voting. So you actually got to vote. You got to vote. So you got to vote. So yeah. Other than that, I don't know. But yeah, I hope they do a virtual one again this year because I think the last time they did a virtual one, they sent people stuff as well too to have virtual Sephoria. That was the first year. I think it was the first year I went for it, which was 2023. Oh, Squad Up. Oh, I guess it is Squad Up. I just searched in my email too. Okay. So I guess it is because for Squad Up. That's very weird. But yes, it does come from that. But the rest of the emails just get titled like Sephoria. So it doesn't necessarily say Squad Up, so to speak. Yeah. So Sephoria 2023, that's just the email header. So that's what I was able to find. But I did find one that did say Squad Up. So yes, ma'am, you are right. So last time when I went to a master class, which is Danessa, it says it's from 6:30 to 7. Now I had session 2, day 2. So there are only 2 days. So I had the last session on there. And then 6:30 to 7, it's a 30-minute class. A Reddit thread says Vegas isn't a warehousing hub for cosmetics. So people, yeah, because it's too hot. People are guessing it's going to be no cow. So what the heck is no cow? You got to answer that one. So I don't know what that is. What is 95th corridor? I understand Chicago, Atlanta, or Texas, but the no cow and the 95th is confusing the heck out of me. What is that? And I mean that in the nicest way possible. What's that? Oh, okay. See, I'm not a Californian. You got to explain these things to me. I've never been to California either. Um, Not because I don't want to. It's just I just haven't made it that way yet. So I mean, if this will be the thing that pushes me over there, okay. At least I think they live a little further out of California. I may have a place to crash, but I don't know. I don't know. Oh, Maine to Florida. Oh, Maine to Florida is the I-95. So you can take it from Maine to Florida? Interesting. Why do they call it the 95th corridor? That is very strange. Sounds like a trap. Sounds like a haunted house. Okay, the 95th corridor. That sounds like a haunted house. Again, I'm not from these places. I don't know. Basically, anywhere along the very, very East Coast. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Oh, so they consider that. Oh, understood. Because you was losing me quickly. Midwest option. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. But I do plan on also talking about Ultra Beauty as well. I do plan on going, so we will be switching it up to next year. Come that situation and trying to prepare for that. Now that's going to be a new adventure for me, so I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm just going to be like taking it in as far as trying to do that as well. So everything's going to be new. Also, especially once I get the tickets and understand the rules. Oh boy. So it's going to be a whole new level of packing going into play because then I'm going to actually be able to understand what I can and cannot get away with. So if they keep up the same thing they did this year, next year, I'm going to be a menace. Because you're going to be like, now you got all the, I do. I do. I do. I really do. It's going to be bad. I already know that. It's going to be bad. It's going to be horrible. I would love it to be Chicago, though. That would make me so happy. God, that would make me so happy. Being in Chicago, oh, it would just be like heaven on earth. But yes. All right, you all. We've been in this for 2 hours. I think I'm gonna go get me some foods. So thank you all so much for coming and chatting with me. I wasn't sure who was gonna make it and who wasn't. I appreciate you all coming. I'll try to see if maybe we can make this a more regular thing. Do y'all want this to be a regular thing? Who knows? Let's just see what happens. But I like it that I'm able to talk directly to like the people who support me and that I'm trying to help support as well in this venture because it's a new situation for a whole lot of people. So I hope that you all enjoy. I hope I answered the questions to the best of my abilities, and I hope that you're able to understand anything else. Any other like question or thing you may have, text me, email me, send me a message. I respond. I promise you I do. Probably too quickly. I respond though. Um, and we will go from there. But there's a few questions in here that I really enjoyed. So the next time that I do kind of like a in-house questionnaire situation, because I've sent those emails out a few times, some of those will be added to that because for sure they were good questions that and maybe I hadn't thought about answering. So if you see your question in there, You did a good job, kid. Good job. All right, you all. You all have a great day. And I will see you at Ticket Drop for Sephoria.